think all you can do with players that are that experienced is hope that it doesn't happen the first week of October. I don't mean to sound, defeatist, but isn't that just baseball? Like, they just get hot at the right time, please?
Yeah.
I don't know, Terry, is there more to it than that?
No, there's not more to it at all. I mean, those guys are professionals. They've got great track records. Their numbers on the back of their baseball cards dictate that they're good offensive players. And now they just got to go back. I've always been a guy who believes in staying with your strengths. Okay. And a lot of those strengths today are, where you've hit in the lineup. That's always been you've always been successful. I remember when all of a sudden you wanted to move the real good hitter into the number 2 hole because that was, that's because it gets him up maybe one more time a game. Well, you know what? That may be said, but there's just something about these players who have fallen into these routines of when they're going to hit, their pregame preparation, and now all of a sudden, I'm leading off and I'm doing really good. No, now I'm hitting second, and there's just that little bitty tweak in the mindset that changes how you approach your at bats. And and they're good players, they're good hitters. I said last year I would never move Brandon Nimmo out of the leadoff spot. This guy sees 7-8 pitches at the bat, walks a lot. Well, now he's changed his game the way he hits now because he wants to hit for more power, so he's a little bit more aggressive at times. So you move Lindor in. The guy was MVP, in my opinion, leading off last year. And there's not a lot of MVPs who lead off, but he was one of them. And now all of a sudden, let's flip him back into the 2 hole. Let's move everybody back one. And again, for me, not that it was wrong, but I just think, again, players look at it, well, geez, now I'm expected to do something different instead of just being who they are. And I think anytime you ask players to change their routines and what's expected, they get away from what they do best. And I look at what Pete did early in the season. I mean, this guy got base hit after base hit to right field. And now those balls are away. He's swinging and missing them because his thought process, I'm sure he's been told, you got to drive the ball more. You got to get the ball in the air more. Well, he was driving in run after run early in the season by getting singles. So there's nothing wrong with that, especially when those guys ahead of him, you're getting on base all the time. You look up early in the year, and Francisco Lindor was standing at second base every night. And Pete kept saying, well, I'm going to hit a single. We're either 1-0 or 2-1. I mean, he drove in runs, and they've gotten away from a little bit, which is, again, human nature when you get in crunch time and starting to get crunch time.